Welcome. I'm David.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Desmonds Donders. Well, we're on another 4-day adventure. This time, Lindsay's here with me. And this is our overnight stop at Glen Garry Forest. There's a walk and paths and river, and Lindsay's away exploring for the moment. It's a pay to park, £3 for the day, and still there's a few people park outside the car park blocking access. Amazing. And we get the blame as motorhomers for everything that happens in these car parks. This is the White Bridge, and I'll look into why it's called that, and we'll maybe include some information. But that's the road in and out. There's a number of trails. I suspect Lindsay is following the one to the waterfalls. Let's see if I can show you the bridge and the river. There's the bridge from another angle, and there's one or two people about. Yes, those that are parked, blocking our way. Through the trees you can see the flowing of the river. This is a truly lovely spot, well worth a visit. It certainly is. There's plenty of level as well. We don't look level, but had a bloody good night's sleep last night. Very level. And more of the river through the trees. I can see some very fishy spots, but as yet, no fish.
Good morning, and here we are at the River Garry forestry walk. It says go this way because there's waterfalls. Don't know if there is or there isn't, because I've not been here before. We spent a pleasant night here, albeit that it was raining or dripping off the trees most of the night. Picked the wrong weekend to have a long weekend off by the looks of the weather report, but hey ho, at least I'm not at work. The water sounds a bit more forceful here. Maybe I found one of the waterfalls. The birds are singing, the river's noisy, but apparently they're building a hydro station somewhere, so the force of the water could be because of that. I'm not sure if you can see that or even hear me. So we spent the night, and I've now got the Ringo app on my phone, yet another one, to pay for the car parks. I've paid for all day. It was £3. So another moneyless transaction, because obviously they don't have the resources to actually come and empty the parking meters. David says we've got less than 20 odd miles to do to get where we're going, so we're in no rush to go off today. Hopefully we'll find the spot that we both want to park in available. There was a German camper van, oh hello moth, in here in the car park last night, but it was long gone when we got up. I heard cars coming in and going out again. Sorry, I keep seeing birds, but I'm not sure what they are. I just see a flash of light and a flash of colour. Good morning. I'm not sure you'll see it. But honestly, there is a bird in that tree. And now it's flitted. This weekend was a spur of the moment thing, because I've got 4 days next week on back shift, because I've taken Monday off as well. I really am going through my holidays far too quick this year. And then I'm on morning shift for 3 weeks. Which means I get up at stupid o'clock in the morning and I get home about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, there's a house in the middle of nowhere. So the only good thing about morning shift is the fact that I finish at 12:30 on a Friday, which means we can head off earlier. I'm not sure how it's going to work. As you can see, the river's flowing quite fast, but like I say, I think it's part of the hydro system. And the way the hydro works is they force the water through turbines that produces electricity, and then they pump the water back up at night time to do it all over again. I'm sure there's some very deep pools around here with fish in them, because I keep seeing signs saying warning, look out for the overhead cables. So obviously there's power lines about. So if I find said waterfalls, I will switch you back on again, but I need to take some pictures. So I'll catch you all later, guys. Enjoy your day.
The River Garry is a Scottish river punctuated by two long lochs. In the region of Lochaber, it flows broadly west to east through Glen Garry, starting in a wilderness to the east of Knoydart and ending at Loch Oich in the Great Glen, which forms part of the Caledonian Canal. There are a few tiny settlements within Glen Garry, but the only village of any size near to the river is Invergarry at its mouth. Loch Garry is dammed by a small dam in the gorge where the river begins its descent to Invergarry, and it supplies water to Invergarry hydroelectric power station, close to the mouth of the river. The hydroelectric scheme was built in the 1950s with the aim of stimulating economic regeneration. They have altered the ecology of the river as the loch was made considerably deeper as a result of constructing the dam. The two lochs of Glen Garry were an important factor in the construction of the Caledonian Canal, which was completed in 1822, and the commissioners were empowered to embank them to ensure that the canal had enough water to operate the large lochs. In practice, clearing of rocks from the river channel where it exited Loch Garry and the fitting of a sluice to control the outflow from Loch Oich were the main modifications made to the waterway by the canal commissioners. We're on the bridge, looking down at the river. You can't see much because of the way it's constructed, but let's have a brief look and then turn around and look upstream. Here's the view upstream, and it looks like these are the falls. Lindsay's taken a walk further upstream and there's not really a lot else. But again, the bridge kind of restricts what we can see.
So this is the other path that goes round the River Garry. You can hear the river behind me. I didn't put you on earlier because there was people and kids enjoying the water, and I don't video kids unless they're related to me. So it says it's a circular walk and takes about 3/4 of an hour, which in Lindsay's time's usually about an hour and a half because I keep stopping to look at stuff. So this is the view. As you can see, the river is there, but we're getting higher up, which I assume means that we'll be going back the other way, as in up the hill and down the hill and away from the river. I've no idea. I looked on the Forestry and Land Scotland website and it said moderate walking, 3/4 of an hour. Can't even remember how long it was. Maybe muddy and tree roots. Yeah, well, there's lots of them. So, pretty. I didn't find the falls going the other way. It has stopped raining and it's extremely muggy. Oh, that's the dam. So we'll see how we get on. Sorry if I'm a bit wobbly, but I'm actually watching where I'm putting my feet, because seriously there is a lot of tree roots here. Well, it looks like a new fence. Right, so now we're going down a bit, which is a bit precarious, but I do have my stick with me, otherwise I wouldn't have come out. And I also put my walking boots on, because previously I had just my sandals on and I got wet feet. My fault. Right. This seems to be the end of the path as far as the river's concerned. Okay, there's the river, and we've lost all the nice views because the trees have blown over it, and I ain't going down there. Oh, it's too slippery. Okay, this route is closed due to a dangerous structure. The suspension footbridge is closed to public and in dangerous condition. Yep, that sounds about right. And no idea if you were supposed to go that way or not. So we'll head this way, because this is going to take us away from the river. Oh well, I'm not that keen on suspension bridges anyway. They wobble. So this should take me back to the car park, because it does say it's a circular route.
Thank you for watching Desmonds Donders. And remember, please take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications, and hopefully we'll see you next time.